Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Galaxy Opal ARVYDAS SABONIS, the hero version of the card as well, who's the even better version. Who, in my opinion, will be a top 3 center in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 11,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if you all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. See what ARVYDAS is looking like. So, 7'3" at the center position gives him elite size. 99 offense and 97 defense, going with an 88 driving layup, 94 post game, 92 midi, 94 3 ball, 95 standing and 85 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, 95 block, 94 interior, solid perimeter stats as well, really good rebounder, 76 speed and excel is great for a 7'3" player, and an 81 lateral quickness. Statistically, he's exceptional. 25 hops as well, include back down punisher, bully, drop shipper, masher, post spin, posterizer, rise up, blinders, catch and shoot, claymore, corner specialist, dead eye, guard up, limitless range, bailout, break starter, dimer, floor general, needle threader, post playmaker, anchor, post lockdown, box up, rebound chaser, and brick wall. Also, 16 gold badges include badges like clutch shooter, clamp breaker, quick first step, unpluckable, vice grip, chase downers, clamps, glove, interceptor, pogo stick, and workhorse. And then he also needs fast twitch, limitless takeoff, agent 3, probably slippery off ball, I would say. Outside of that, maybe challenger and pick dodger. Maybe I would go with maybe those 6. Off-ball passes could be one that you would add. He does need a few badges added, I will say that, but once you add badges to him, he's going to be pretty damn complete. Not really worried about that in the slightest with SABONIS, because of the fact he can get basically every badge he needs. Let's see what his release is looking like. So he's still got kind of that ugly release, I will say. Let's make sure the timing is on the right. Yeah, it was on early. It was on late, so let's make sure it's on early. This release is kind of ugly. He's got Rob Williams base, which is the same base that Yao has, but the upper that he has is Kyle Anderson upper, which I don't love. So it's not the greatest release in the world. To be fair, that doesn't really matter that much when you're this big. I mean, look at his player build. He's an absolute freaking giant. And it is smooth enough. I mean, I'm greening most of my open shots with it now. It's just not incredibly fast, but it's not a bad release. It's definitely very, very greenable for sure. Attacking the rim, he should be a solid slasher. I mean, he's got 85 driving dunk, 95 standing dunk. Y'all see the player build, though. He's such a big card. Like, he's going to have the ability to create as well in a way that, like, the other 7'3" centers can't create. I know he's not super fast, but he's got the ball handling. He's got the sigs to where he can create pretty well. He's going to be able to do a lot of things really, really well. He's going to be an elite level passer for a big man as well, of course, which is not a surprise with this bonus card. I think he's got the normal fade as well. Let's just make sure of that. He does have normal fade, of course, which is not a surprise. I mean, he looks like a really, really good card with a very good animations. Besides the release not being elite, it is kind of slow, but that is okay, especially when you are 7'3" and that big. He's going to be like a Yao taco stopper. I think that's really going to be his best role in the court, is as that Yao or taco stopper, as I cannot time a normal fade today, and I don't know why. I'm just sucking, but it doesn't really matter that much. He's going to be really good. Like, this card is going to be dominant on the interior, able to contest Yao and Taco better than pretty much anybody, with the ability to stretch the floor. I know his release isn't good, but that's okay. I mean, Taco and Yao's releases aren't great either, especially Yao, so we can definitely work with it, but this card's going to be a monster. Let's hop into a game, see what ARVYDAS SABONIS can do. All right, our opponent has Sean Livingston, PG, AK, Cat, and Taco. Really good team for sure. We got very even teams in all honesty in this gameplay, but I think ARVYDAS has a matchup advantage against Cat that he's going to have against most centers that aren't Yao Ming or somebody playing Taco power forward, obviously. Even a guy like Peter, KP, Dikembe should be able to compete against ARVYDAS, but I do think he's got a matchup advantage in terms of his size against most of these guys, because number one, the player build. He's so thick. That's such an important thing in addition to him having such good size, is he's just so big as well, which is going to allow him to his body to like control the paint and control a lot of areas. That's a fine defensive possession, and ARVYDAS comes down with the board as well. I know he's not the fastest card in the world, but he does have some point center tendencies with his sigs and stuff like that. Some of the things that he can do, as I run right into a bump steal. Okay, well, that was more my fault than anything else, I'll be honest. I just ran into AK's leg, and obviously AK, being one of the best defenders in the game, is going to be able to convert that into a stop. So my fault there. We'll live with it. We're going to get right back into our offense, though. We're going to see if we can get our pick and pop going, see if he'll give ARVYDAS a step to shoot or something like that. Attacking through here, throw out the pop. He doesn't even really. Why is Cat able to play that? I mean, not Cat. Paul George is able to play that for some reason. That's what annoys me. That's his CPU should be playing that. I just don't feel like his CPU should be in a position where he's able to play that type of play, but it is what it is. ARVYDAS with the normal fade from 2-point range knocks it down, and that ties up the game at 4-4, so it is all right, but definitely don't feel like CPUs should be playing lanes like that, especially CPUs that are off the ball like Paul George was in that situation, but it is what it is. Get inside, come to contest, good defense. We rotated well with ARVYDAS, forced him into a bad pass. We're just going to take our dunk here as well. Taco falls streaking down the court. That's an easy transition dunk. Just need to take our points where we can get them sometimes, and that is an easy easy bucket for sure, but it's all right. Get up on him. Good defense. Straight up. Beautiful. Go through the screen if he comes. No screen coming. Beautiful. Go D. Rotate over. You're not going to mash ARVYDAS. Why is my CPU jumping? I didn't touch my Y button. As soon as I click off him, he jumps at Cat's pump fake. I hate CPU jumps, man. Those annoy me because that would have been a stop. There was no chance he was mashing ARVYDAS. A guy like Cat has no chance whatsoever of mashing ARVYDAS SABONIS, but if he jumps, he can draw a foul or the mash is going to work or something like that, which is just so stupid because he wasn't really in a good offensive position at all there, but unfortunately he winds up with a stop. So it is what it is. I shanked the release. I was just slightly early on it. I knew it too. You got to remember with his release, it is slower, and that would be a bigger issue if he was more of a guard, but since he's a center, I don't really think it's a big issue. It's just something you have to be able to keep in mind. Good defense on the interior by both Cat and SABONIS, or Taco and SABONIS, and we get ourselves a stop. Beautiful stuff. Back-to-back blocks. Pushing the ball up in transition all the way through Cat, or shove Cat under the rim. Shove that little boy Cat under the rim. Yes, sir. Look at ARVYDAS SABONIS being the mashing monster that he is capable of being at 7'3". That right there was a textbook possession for what you can do with SABONIS. That stiff arm, walk him under the rim, go up with a bad shot, and it still goes down because the game sucks. This dude's trying to mash way too much, but it's not working. He's not taking good shots. I let him get a bump steal there. I am so bad for that. That is totally me. Straight up here. All right, can you get a stop on Taco? Oh, he actually shot the mid-range. I thought he was going to try to go down and mash. He didn't. Get straight in. Stay in front, though. Good DAK. Beautiful. Straight up. Beautiful. Straight up. He made that over Taco? I wish I greened that wide open 3 with SABONIS, man. That was such a good look that I missed, and that might wind up costing me a little bit. We'll see, though. Attacking through here, hitting our pop, pump fake, blow right by, chill, blow right by, beautiful. Get inside. SABONIS dunk all over him. Yes, sir. I know AK is one of the best defenders in the game, but he's not holding SABONIS. And he's got rim take. Beautiful. My favorite takeover in the game for a big man. Love to see that as well. So that's going to be big for getting paint stops as well. If he's got rim take, he will be able to get paint stops on Taco and Yao and guys like that if he has takeover. Beautiful stuff. Push the ball in transition. SABONIS all the way up the court, behind the back, get in the post. Sean Livingston literally has no chance. Oh, he got a strip. That's good defense by him. Strips don't trigger that much in this game this year, but you can get strips on drop steps, and he got one there, so that's good defense. That's the only way Sean Livingston has any chance of getting a stop, though. I will say that. Throw it inside again, staying on. Cat is too little. SABONIS with 10 and 2. He has been a monster on the interior. Very easily could have had 12 and 2. Could have had 15 and 2 if I just knocked down my open 3 and didn't get stripped there. But the strip is all right because the strip is basically an RNG play. I feel like it happens about 25% of the time if you time it properly on a drop step, and that's about the only way you can get a stop on it, though, especially with a smaller defender. It used to be like nearly 100%. The drop step was basically useless in previous years, but this year it is not. But with that being said, we got to get ourselves a couple buckets. Good screen, and Ricky Davis gets right to the rim for an easy dunk. We just need a stop or two now. That's about all we need because everything else is going pretty damn well in this game, to be completely honest. Good defense, though. Get through the screen. Oh, AK has takeover. That's useful to know. Why are we fouling? Oh, my gosh. I feel like he's getting a lot of questionable buckets to go down, to be completely honest, which I do not love, but it's all right. It is what it is. I just dropped my phone. Why was I holding my phone in the first place? I don't know. Let's lock in, though, on the defensive end, or on the offensive end. Let's get ourselves a bucket, and then we're going to get on the defensive end again, and we're going to finally get ourselves a stop and secure this game. That's what's going to happen right here. Escape. Beautiful. Good move, Trey. Yes, sir. Easy. Oh, my goodness. You just killed him, AK. Beautiful move. Great screen by SABONIS. Knocks his AK out of position. That's an easy 3. That's exactly what I wanted to see. SABONIS, again, player build matters a lot for something like that as well. The ability to set a quality screen and create that separation. He gets an offensive rebound with Taco, which is unfortunate because we got ourselves a stop, but it is what it is. That's the other thing about player build, though. Him having that big player build is going to help him to set better screens and be harder to defend against in the pick and roll when he's the screener. So that's another important aspect of this game. AK, as great as you are defensively, oh my gosh, spin jumper, oh my goodness, cook him. I missed it. Oh, that was actually such a good move, but I needed to knock it down. That was a good move, but you got to make it, man. Get through the screen, get through the screen, get through the screen, get through the screen, recover up top, beautiful. He does have enough speed to recover to Cat. That's good defense. Get the board. Throw it up to ARVYDAS. ARVYDAS leaking out in transition all the way to the rim. Paul George cannot hold you. He is too big, too dominant, and he's going to finish it out with a bucket there. If we get one stop, no threes here, I think we got ourselves a game, and we do have ourselves this game won. ARVYDAS with his 3rd rebound. Going to push the ball in transition behind the back. Oh, yes, sir. Run the floor. ARVYDAS SABONIS. Hey, Euro step me, lay. Oh my goodness, ARVYDAS SABONIS is tough. What a way to finish the game there. That was a hell of a move in transition as well. ARVYDAS gonna finish with what, like 14 points, 3 rebounds, 7 and 9. Oh, 1 for 3. It was one wide open. I should have made it, but great performance. Let's hop back into the main menu and let's view the card. All right, so in conclusion, ARVYDAS SABONIS, really good card. Big fan of this card in my team. I think he's a really, really good center. I don't love his release, but everything else I really like. I love the player, but I love the fact that he can compete against Taco and Yao. I also love the fact that he's not going to be OD expensive. Like, this card's going to be expensive, but he's not going to be Kristaps Porzingis, Dikembe Mutombo expensive, and those are the other two bigs that I would compare him to in terms of how good this card is. Release on those two guys is probably a little bit better. Now, Sabonis has a little bit better player build, and it's going to be a little bit bigger, so kind of depends on what you want out of a card, but he's not going to be OD expensive. He's going to be expensive, don't get it wrong. This card is going to be very, very expensive, not going to be cheap at all, but I do think he will be affordable enough, probably around 200,000 MT or so, where he is going to be worth that price if you're looking for a top tier center in my team. And he's a top 3 or 4 center in the game. Really, really good card in my opinion. So hopefully y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.